Have you ever heard of a prophet who was killed by a lion? But the lion didn't eat his body, didn't even touch the donkey beside him? Strange, right? But this isn't a parable. It happened, and it's buried in the shadows of 1 Kings chapter 13. A story that's not just eerie, but carries a powerful warning for anyone called by God. Let me take you there. It was a time of political unrest in Israel. King Jeroboam had just split the kingdom. To keep power, he created his own form of worship. False altars, fake priests, golden calves. It was rebellion, dressed as religion. But God wasn't silent. He sent a young prophet, named Unknown, from Judah to Bethel, right into enemy territory. His mission? To confront the king and curse the altar he built. And the moment came. The prophet stands before Jeroboam, looks him straight in the eye, and declares, "O altar, altar, a child named Josiah will be born. He will burn the bones of your priests on you." The people gasp. Jeroboam stretches out his hand in rage, sees him, but suddenly his hand freezes mid-air, paralyzed. He can't move it. Fear floods the crowd. The altar cracks. Ashes spill everywhere. It's happening, just like the prophet said. And Jeroboam, once proud and angry, now begs, "Please, pray to your God, heal me." The prophet does, and the king's hand is restored. Here's where things turn. The king is impressed. He offers him food, a reward. But the young prophet refuses, because God gave him specific instructions. Don't eat, don't drink, don't even go home the same way you came. Simple, clear, no room for compromise. So the young prophet leaves. But then, another man enters the picture, an older prophet who lives nearby. He hears about what happened and runs after the young man. He finds him resting under a tree. "Are you the man of God from Judah?" "Yes," he replies. The old prophet says, "Come with me, eat at my house." The young prophet says, "No, God told me not to eat or drink anything here." Then, the older man lies. He says, "I'm a prophet too, and an angel told me, by the word of the Lord, that you should come eat with me." Pause. Now, what would you do? Here's a man with a title, with age, with experience, claiming to have heard from an angel, but it completely contradicts what God had told you directly. And tragically, the young prophet believes him. He goes back, he eats, he drinks, and right there, in the middle of the meal, God speaks again, but this time through the old prophet. "Because you disobeyed the word of the Lord, your body will not be buried in the tomb of your fathers." It's over. The next scene is chilling. As he rides away on his donkey, a lion meets him on the road and kills him. But here's the supernatural part. The lion does not eat the body. It doesn't harm the donkey. It just stands there, like a divine witness, guarding the consequences of disobedience. Now, this might sound harsh, but the message isn't about fear. It's about purpose. You see, the prophet had an assignment. He started well. He obeyed until it became uncomfortable, until it was someone respected, with a new revelation. But partial obedience is still disobedience. And sometimes, the people who derail your calling aren't witches or enemies, but well-meaning voices, dressed as angels, telling you what you want to hear instead of what God already said. This story is a wake-up call, because you have an assignment too. God has spoken to you before. You've felt the nudge. You've had the dream. You've heard the whisper. But the enemy is clever. If he can't stop your calling outright, he'll distract you with delay. He'll confuse you with another voice. He'll send an older prophet to make you doubt what God said to you directly. So friend, let me ask you, what has God told you? Not your neighbor, not your friend, not even the preacher down the street. You. Don't trade God's word for man's approval. Don't delay obedience. Don't give up your destiny for one meal under a tree, because your assignment matters, and the world is waiting for the fire God placed in your voice. This was the story of the prophet who was eaten by a lion. A chilling reminder that God's instructions are sacred, and your purpose is too powerful to play with. If this story stirred something in you, like, comment, and subscribe for more unusual and powerful Bible stories. Until next time, walk in truth, stay obedient, and protect the word God gave you.